15 big restaurant chains that filed for bankruptcy. Even with brand recognition, large marketing budgets, and loyal customers, no restaurant chain is immune to the financial impacts of a global pandemic. As a result, some of the biggest names in the industry have had to file for bankruptcy in recent months. From iconic diners to beloved pizza joints, this video dives deep into the reasons behind the financial struggles of these 15 restaurant chains and sheds light on what led to their ultimate downfall. Join us as we explore a side of the food industry that's rarely seen and uncover the harsh realities of the challenges all restaurant chains are facing in 2023. Please support our channel with a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's dive into the list of 15 popular restaurant chains that have filed for bankruptcy. Number 1. Hardees. After struggling with cash flow issues for a few years, one of the largest enterprises, Hardees, filed for bankruptcy in May and is now closing several hundred stores. Summit Restaurant Holdings had previously announced the closure of 39 Hardees restaurants this year before the filing. Currently, management is looking for a buyer with proven experience in the hospitality, recreational activities, food and beverage, and retail industries. The business has been experiencing major problems since the epidemic, as shown by court filings, including a decline in visitor numbers, rising costs, a reduction in earnings, and increased food and labor expenses that make it more costly for failing sites to remain operational. Number 2. Chuck E. Cheese. Throughout its decades-long existence, Chuck E. Cheese has become an international phenomenon. Though the pizza franchise is popular with young customers, success has not come easily for the business. The first bankruptcy petition for the business came in 1984 when it owed $50 million in defaulted bonds, so it is no stranger to the bankruptcy system. The Pizza Time Theater's parent business has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Although this enables the chain to remain operational throughout the global epidemic, it did not guarantee long-term survival. This time, though, the corporation has carried an outstanding debt of $705 million since its inception. Considering its massive debt, Chuck E. Cheese's future is cloudy at best, and only an unforeseen event will save it from declaring bankruptcy again soon. Number 3. Ruby Tuesday. Casual restaurant brand Ruby Tuesday, founded in Tennessee, is fighting for survival in an industry with fierce competition. The company's revenues have declined for many years, so it filed for bankruptcy to reorganize and continue operating in the United States. CEO Sean Letterman informed the court that 185 of the eateries owned by the company had been shut down because of the pandemic and that they had no plans to reactivate them. The business is currently trying to sell itself, and its future is still uncertain. Number 4. Taco Bell. While Taco Bell has become an iconic part of American popular culture, the restaurant's future is still uncertain. Public anxiety is rising due to the organization's persistent internal health problems and the ineffective measures attempted to address them. As countless feedback from customers on different social media sites attest, the pattern of price increases by the business has not gone unnoticed by its clientele. This tendency seems to be carried over to the company's mobile app, with specific products marked up by as much as 20% instead of their in-store equivalents. These disturbing trends point to deeper structural problems inside the American fast food sector and call for further research and possible change. Number 5. Corner Bakery. Corner Bakery, formerly an impressive rival to the big bakery companies like Panera Bread, has experienced massive shop closures in the last few years. The resulting drop in sales and the difficulties brought on by the worldwide outbreak have prompted the business to fall behind on its debts. While the business was negotiating a repayment arrangement with its creditors around this time last year, SSCP executives were found buying up the chain's debt. Corner Bakery filed for bankruptcy after receiving notice that SSCP intended to seize its assets. Number 6. Popeyes. Popeyes, another fast food chicken brand that belongs to the same parent company as Burger King, had one of its largest franchisees file for bankruptcy in 2023. Manraj Patrick Sidhu started the Popeyes franchise Premier Cajun Kings in 2018. By the following year, he had increased the number of locations he managed, and they were generating over $30 million in yearly sales. Since Mr. Sidhu's unexpected passing in May 2022, the company's sales and profits have steadily fallen as expenses continue to rise. As a result, the franchisee was compelled to shut down several locations in the states of Alabama and Tennessee. As of March 2023, the firm will have lost 50% of its outlets due to eviction by a landlord. The firm has been significantly affected by these devastating losses and various other financial reasons that have had a profound impact on it. Number 7. McDonald's. It's shocking, yet even the most well-known and famous fast food restaurants sometimes go bankrupt. A McDonald's franchisee, Rice Enterprises LLC, filed for bankruptcy and closed many of its locations recently. A franchisee was sued for $200,000 because of severe labor concerns affecting minors that impacted the whole business. The business disclosed that hundreds of stores were closed last month in the United States and worldwide. A group of executives reportedly examined the possibilities for growth in several areas and decided to prioritize those with better economic outcomes and close the underperforming stores. Number 8. Golden Corral Buffet. It surprised Golden Corral that the industry hadn't entirely recovered from the pandemic's effects, even though Golden Corral buffets had been hammered especially hard by the prohibition of its core structure. Last year, the franchise company 1069 Restaurant Company LLC filed for bankruptcy and revealed in court that the business owed $49.7 million. 1069 Restaurant Group LLC blamed the company's financial woes on the closing of restaurants and subsequent press sales. We have seen a significant monetary influence from the global pandemic. The turnaround has been sluggish, and without extra monetary support, some franchisees will be unable to remain in business, according to Golden Corral CEO Lance Turineri. Number 9. Burger King. Burger King's sales have dropped significantly in 2023 due to the company's policy of pushing on price hikes to consumers. This caused severe financial hardship for a number of its larger franchisees at the start of the year. Tom's King Holdings, formerly one of the best performing franchisees in North America, recently surprised several Burger King franchisees by declaring bankruptcy after disclosing financial difficulties at its restaurants. Tom's King's Burger King was severely impacted by the drop in foot traffic, which led to falling sales. Debt payments and other obligations exacerbated the situation. Number 10. IHOP. Seeing their revenues decline, 33 IHOP franchisees declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy, closing 49 stores owned by CFRA Holdings. CFRA claimed in court that it was short of the cash flow to service debt or maintained activities owing to the closure of its restaurants, which resulted in the layoff of all staff as officials tried to sell off the company's $22.8 million in debt. The issue is that the chain continues to be a terrible investment and shows no signs of improvement. Number 11. Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut planned to close around 300 locations as of 2020 as part of an agreement with NPC International, its largest U.S. franchisee. NPC will also sell its remaining 927 Pizza Hut locations. The franchisee, facing a debt burden of approximately $1 billion, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in July 2020. Pizza Hut aims to ensure that any potential new owners of NPC's Pizza Hut restaurants have a solid financial structure, operational excellence, and growth mindset. NPC's 1,227 Pizza Hut locations make up about a fifth of the chain's U.S. footprint. The majority of the closing locations are expected to be dine-in establishments, as Pizza Hut has increasingly focused on delivery and takeout in recent years. Affected employees will be relocated to better performing locations, if possible, and specific closure locations and timing have yet to be determined by NPC. Number 12. Bertuccis. Bertuccis, a popular Italian restaurant chain, filed for bankruptcy due to several factors. First, the company faced increasing competition in the casual dining market, making it challenging to attract and retain customers. Second, rising labor and food costs put significant pressure on the chain's profitability. Third, the company had accumulated a substantial amount of debt, making it difficult to meet financial obligations. Additionally, changing consumer preferences and dining trends impacted Bertucci's sales. Lastly, the economic impact of the pandemic further strained the restaurant industry, leading to financial difficulties for Bertucci's and ultimately resulting in the bankruptcy filing. Number 13. California Pizza Kitchen. The famous West Coast company California Pizza Kitchen went insolvent and closed almost a third of its locations. After 35 years in business, the pizza company filed for bankruptcy protection, claiming it may benefit from reducing its long-term debt burden via the procedure. It indicated that all unprofitable restaurants would be closed down, but it did not provide specific details regarding the number of affected establishments. The chain's financial situation is not promising, with $47 million in debt and just $13 million in cash. Number 14. Rubios Coastal Grill. A severe decline in yearly income has plagued restaurant chains within the previous 3 years due to a lack of goods, increased labor expenses, and higher consumer pricing. The company applied for bankruptcy protection with mounting debt and little hope of survival. The restaurant business Rubios Coastal Grill returned from bankruptcy after securing a new lender, providing a glimmer of optimism to other insolvent businesses going through the same journey. Number 15. Crystal. A multitude of eateries shut down for good within a year because of mandatory lockdowns due to the pandemic. With this chaotic circumstance, if we update you that the fast food giant Crystal filed for bankruptcy, you could believe it occurred due to the economic downturn that affected many companies nationwide. 7 consecutive quarters of declining sales resulted in Crystal's filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in January 2020, only 2 months after the global spread of the pandemic had begun to cause worry. As reported by QSR magazine, the company's choices were constrained by the crisis. The corporation is working on survival strategies, but industry experts predict the chain will likely be gone soon. These are just a few examples of the many fast food restaurants affected by the pandemic and its economic impacts. It is essential to recognize that all businesses may face difficult times, but with the right strategies and financial management, they can remain viable and profitable in our current climate. Therefore, these franchises must strive to adapt their business models, focus on customer satisfaction, and provide innovative solutions to the changing nature of fast food dining. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment below, and watch this one as well.